mortgage repossession does not necessarily end your financial obligations to the lender, and many borrowers are surprised to learn they can still owe substantial amounts even after their property has been sold. When a lender repossesses and sells a mortgaged property, the sale proceeds are not simply applied to the outstanding loan balance. The funds are generally applied first to enforcement costs, legal fees, selling expenses, accrued interest, default interest, and then the principal loan amount. If the sale proceeds are insufficient to cover all of these amounts, the remaining balance becomes a shortfall debt for which the borrower may remain personally liable. A common misconception is that once the bank takes the property, the debt disappears. In reality, repossession and sale do not automatically extinguish the borrower's contractual obligation to repay the loan. If the shortfall remains after the sale, the lender may pursue the borrower for that balance through debt recovery proceedings, judgment enforcement, garnishee orders, or even bankruptcy proceedings in the appropriate case. However, lenders are not free to sell repossessed property however they choose. When exercising a power of sale, a mortgagee must act in good faith and take reasonable care to obtain an appropriate market price for the property. If a property is sold for less than market value because of inadequate sale process or poor marketing or other failures by the lender, the borrower may have grounds to challenge the resultant shortfall claim. The opposite situation can also occur if the property sells for more than the amount required to pay enforcement costs and discharge all of the secured debts. Any surplus funds are generally distributed according to legal priority and may ultimately be returned to the borrower. Repossession does not entitle the lender to keep excess sale proceeds simply because it exercised its mortgage rights. For many borrowers, the most significant financial consequences arise after the property has been sold. Shortfall debt can continue for years, affect creditworthiness, and expose the borrower to further recovery action long after they've left the property. Understanding whether a shortfall exists, whether the sale was conducted properly, and what options are available to challenge or negotiate the remaining debt can make a significant difference to the outcome. Contact us today for a free 30-minute consultation with one of our experienced team of litigation professionals and let us help you protect your rights.